Do you know that teens not listening up is one of the biggest challenges that the parents of teens are facing in present times? Are you also one of those parents who are struggling to make their teens listen to you? Well, you're at the right place, my friend. Hi, my name is Kushal Singhal. I'm a parenting coach and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 parents build happy families and raise capable teens. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 strategies to make your teens listen up. So, here we go. So, my first strategy for you is you listen up first. Introspect and find out, are you the kind of parent who is available for your teen when he or she wants to talk to you? And by being available, I mean being present with your mind, body, soul, right, and heart along with your teen. Or are you the kind of parent who is frequently distracted by your mobile phone notifications or your social media notifications, or you have 100 other things which are being prioritized, right, over your teen? So decide that and work on it, okay? Because the first thing that your teen wants to see from you is that you listen up when he or she wants to talk to you, okay? So this is my first strategy. You listen up first. So my second strategy for you is check your credibility. Okay, how does your teen see you? Okay, what is the kind of impression, what is the kind of perception your teen carries for you? Okay, which is very, very important. So your teen would want to listen up to you when he or she sees a credible person talking. Okay, and that is true for all of us, right? Teenage is the age when our kids are growing up and they are questioning each and every thing that is being said to them, and they are questioning each and every source of information, right? And which is right also, right? We shouldn't be taking anything and everything that comes to our way on the face value, right? We need to get into the details and we need to find out whether it goes well with my value system or my truths and my way of looking at life. So your teens are going on the right path, but you really need to work on building that kind of credibility in front of your teen so that he wants to listen up to you. Okay, so that's my second strategy for you. So you want your teens to listen up to you, right? This is my third strategy for you. Do away with your judgments, okay? Teenage is the age when our kids are trying to experiment a lot. They are trying to understand, the waters that they're standing in. They're trying to question your authority. They're trying to question your, thinking, your perception, your attitude, right? Everything. This is the age when the curiosity is at the highest, right? At this point of time, if we are being judgmental about simple things like the way he dresses up or the way he carries himself or the way or the kind of choices he makes in terms of friends, etc., this would definitely develop a kind of fear in him or her to come and speak to you and to listen up to you. Okay, so he is afraid of being judged, he is afraid that he would disappoint you, and that's why he doesn't want to open up to you, he doesn't want to talk to you, and he doesn't want to listen to you. Right, so you want your kids to listen to you, right? Let's get back to basics. My strategy number 4 for you is that understand your teens' needs and please try to fill their buckets. Okay, so though our teenagers have grown up in size, in height, in weight, etc., but their brain is not that mature enough that they can handle life on their own. Okay, every child has two basic needs. One is the need of belongingness and the other is the need of significance. This is something I've learned from my mentor Shefali Sabri, and it really resonates so well with me. Okay, I really hope that you're able to understand the concept. Now every teen wants to belong to you. Okay, he wants to feel loved, he wants to feel a part of you. Okay, and the second need that he has is the need of significance, which is that he wants to feel important, he wants to have some control and power in his hand, and he wants to know that he matters, okay, and he's worth it, right? So if you fill these two basic buckets of your teenagers, they are in a happy state and they would want to listen to you. Most of the times when the teenagers are not listening, it is a direct implication that they are they don't have any one of their buckets, these buckets full, and they are not even getting the healing that they want. Okay, so they are hurting and they're not getting the healing. That is what it means. So stop, pause for a moment and understand and think why your teen doesn't want to listen up. Is it that you're not filling his buckets of belongingness and significance. And if you've figured out the reason, please go ahead and do that. Our teenagers also need us parents to express our love, okay, and affection physically. Okay, so it's not that the hugs and the pecks and a pat on the back is something that a teen doesn't need. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Physical display of affection is also very, very important for a child's development, for a teen's development and growth. So the fourth strategy is understand where he is hurting and start giving him that healing. My strategy number 5 for you is that be the kind of person your teen really looks up to and wants to become like. Okay, this is pretty natural. We would want to actually listen up to people, and we give them due advantage if we see that, or if we idolize them, or if we really want to be like them, right? If they are impressive enough for us, right? So this is one of the major reasons why your teens are not listening up to you, because maybe they see that you don't walk your commitments, or or there can be many shortcomings that we can have as a person, but they are watching you at every step on how you are dealing with your life situations and challenges that you are facing, right? So my tip for you is that be the kind of person that your teen really looks up to, right? The next strategy for you to make your teens listen up is that mind your communication and conversation words that you're using, mind your tone. Okay, so be respectful in how you communicate with your teen. That makes a big impact. Okay, a long back in history, actually a lot of people who have done research in child development have come down to this one point, that every child deserves respect, even though he's small, even though he's inexperienced, even though he's incompetent in doing things that maybe adults can do, right? But they do need respect. Okay, so if you are respectful most of the times in the way that you're dealing with them, in the words that you're using, in the tone that you're using, right, and in your attitude, they are more likely to listen up to you. So my tip number 6, my strategy number 6 is be respectful while talking to your teen. My strategy number 7, if you want to make your teenagers listen up to you, is that show your trust and faith in them. Okay, and trust me by giving them reminders on every small things, by nagging, by yelling at them. We are not doing that. Okay, even their school assignments, or their extracurriculars, they really don't need those many reminders that we really get into every day, each and every day. They are responsible enough by not reminding them of the things that they are completely capable of remembering on their own. We are actually telling them that we trust you. Okay, we have faith in you that you will fare well. Okay, so give those chances to your teens, and it's another way of showing respect. It's another way of showing that you trust him for his abilities. Okay, so that's my tip number 7. Show your trust and faith in your teen, and stop reminding him, stop nagging him, stop just giving him everyday reminders of the things that he completely knows that he has to do, right? So that's about it. My strategy number 8 for you is give them the leeway to make mistakes. Okay, now we all have not grown up to be perfect individuals. In fact, even today we adults are not perfect, right? So we always learn by mistakes, and if we are not giving that liberty to our teens to do their mistakes and learn from them, I think we are really keeping them away from a very empowering process of learning, right? If we are not giving them that leeway to make mistakes, or if we are judging them for their mistakes, or if we are using sarcastic comments for their mistakes, and if we are just reminding them each and every time of the same mistakes that they've done, I think your teen would shut you out and would really not want to listen. They really don't appreciate these things. Have patience and have your perspective widen enough that you give them the liberty to make mistakes and not nag them about the mistakes that they have done. Okay, and tip number 9 for parents who really want their teenagers to listen to them is that follow through and walk your talk. Okay, your teens are watching you at every step, so walk your commitments. Whatever you have communicated and conversed with them, stick to those words. Okay, and even if that means going an extra mile when you're completely tired and exhausted for the day, please do that, because that's how you build respect for yourself, and your teens are more probable, right, to listen up to you if they respect you. So walk the talk, and your teens would be listening up to you. And here we come to the final tip. My strategy number 10 for you is that think before you speak. Okay, think thoroughly what you want to say and what you want to achieve, from that conversation. If you have a goal from that conversation, have that at the center of your communication, and be authentic in your communication. Okay, so think through before speaking to your teen. Okay, put yourself in his shoes and understand how you would feel if somebody comes and tells you that, right? So if you are able to take care of, if you're able to empathize with him and then speak to him, your teen would definitely listen up to you. So yes,